follow the Chicago Bears through the playoffs only on Channel 2.
Yes, it sounds like we have a lively crowd this morning. Good morning. Time flies when you're having fun. The Bears close out their regular season schedule in Detroit today. Mike has the luxury of using this game as a tune-up for the playoffs. We'll find out what his plans are. Jeannie will get questions, suggestions, and apprehensions from our studio crowd here. And Mike's special guest is defensive end Richard Dent, who leads the NFC in sacks with 15. Mike, I think there might be an obvious first question for you. With the situation as it is, you're looking to the playoffs. This game is meaningless as far as standings are concerned. What is your motivation for today's game?
Well, I think there's a lot of motivation, John. First of all, it's Detroit. We play them every year twice. They're in the Central Division, and we wanted to win all our games in the Central Division this year. Also, I think our defense is number one against the rush pass and number one overall, and I think that they would like to stay that way. Lowest number of points given up, and they're going to go out there to play
that game. And
yeah, I got carried away.
Now we're going to see Jim McMahon. You didn't throw all that much, and sometimes when you did throw, the receivers were dropping them, but Galt didn't drop this one.
Well, Jim threw the ball. Jim had a great game. You know, we dropped about 5 passes, John, which would have made him really have an outstanding game, but those things happen. The conditions, their receivers dropped a couple too, so it was tough out there.
Well, you know, most of them are wearing gloves. Are you a proponent? I know it's in the NFL now, but are you proponents of wearing gloves, the receivers?
Well, I never wore them. I don't think you ever wore them, and it never bothered me. I mean, your hands got cold, but at least when the ball hit them, you knew it was there, and you know, you did the best you could to catch it. I'm not going to say whether you should or shouldn't. That's up to a player. I just I like to use my hands.
Okay. Let's go out into the audience and get some questions. Jeannie?
Okay, your question.
Mike, I was wondering, there's been a lot of fumbles. I was wondering if you talked to the team about falling on the fumble instead of trying to pick up and run with it.
Well, we work on both. We really haven't had a chance to work on too much picking them up, but the defensive people work on it all the time, scooping the ball up and running with it or falling on it and covering it. And, yeah, they have missed a few of them, especially in Miami. We missed a couple that could have been recovered, but overall, you know, what they're doing is good. They're trying to pick it up and move with it, and that's a pretty good idea.
Coach, are you going to use more quick slants like Miami does?
You mean with the receivers outside? We have them in.